Here's the basic setup of items that you're going to need. Well, eventually you'll need all these items. Obviously, acoustic guitar, if that's what you're going to play. This is a guitar tuner. You have a guitar stand. Footstool, which I would recommend using. You have a nice foam seat, which I like, without a back on it, because you want to sit forward in it. Those are very comfortable. You have, well, if you want to play electric guitar, obviously electric guitar. There's another guitar stand. You have a music stand, a light. Here's another type of guitar tuner. And we have a metronome, right? It just helps you click it on, helps you keep time. That's your basic setup. Basic sitting technique and holding, and we're going to go over picking, well, how to hold the pick, or hands, how our hands are on the guitar, and some other things. Alright, so first, again, I like a foam seat, and I don't have a back on it. Why? Because I like to sit a little bit in front of the seat, so that my feet are flat on the floor. I'm squared up, right? I'm not slouching. I'm not to the side, to either side. I don't have my leg up like this, like this. You could do that, but that does do things to your spine. If you sit up straight, your spine is straighter, so you'll have, no, you won't have pressure on your spine, obviously. Okay, so you want to be all loose in here too. So just like this. Okay. First, I'm going to show you without the strap or without using the footstool. So, just place the guitar here. This arm, the crotch of your arm, is going to hold the guitar, right? So it doesn't feel like it's falling away. You don't want to do this, right? When it does to your hand. You want to have your neck up a little bit. Obviously my strap is in the way a little bit, but we'll go over that in a second. Alright, so it's just like this. You're all squared up. This arm's holding the guitar so it's not falling away or falling down. You want to keep your guitar neck up a little bit. Okay? Just like that. Now, I have a strap on my guitar, which I like to use. So yeah, it keeps the guitar right there. This is great, so I recommend a strap. Keeps the guitar right where you need it. It doesn't feel like you're falling away. You can sit up straight. Nice. Guitar neck is up, right? Easier to play. You don't have to really put much pressure on holding the guitar with this arm, right? So that's a basic way with a strap. Now, there's a little thing called a footstool, which I like to use too. And you can, you can vary the height of this. I have it set pretty high because the guitar will just go right in this leg. Just like this. And this is the traditional way of holding the guitar. And again, it holds the guitar up. You can see the neck is up, so it's really good. My spine is straight, sitting up. Easy. Now the other way is the classical way, which I like too. So you put the guitar in the other leg. I like this a lot because I've had some injuries to this shoulder. And this just holds the guitar up even more. So this is a classical way. Okay, you could do the same thing with electric guitar, right? I don't have a strap on this. I can hold it in this leg like this, the traditional way. Okay. If I had a strap, obviously it'd be up. I like that a lot because it's right there to play. Okay. You could use footstool, which I use a lot. In either leg, right? That's the traditional way, and then you have the classical way. So, I mean, whatever you prefer to use, right? Whatever you're more comfortable using. Holding the pick. Well, it's going to go between your first finger and your thumb. You're going to use very little, right? Maybe an eighth of an inch, no more than a quarter of an inch, okay? You don't want to grip it really hard. You don't want to give it the death grip, right? A little play in there, okay? This is a medium pick, so there's different types of picks. This is a thin pick. This is a heavy and a smaller pick, which I prefer. So it depends what type of music you're playing. I'll use the medium pick. Okay. You just use a little pick, okay? Well, very little amount of the tip. You put it on the string, right, like that. You can plant it on there, and you're just gonna pick down. See that? You want to be loose in here, so you have a little rebound. So every action has a reaction, right? See the rebound? I'm just gonna pick each string, and you can see the rebound. And that's a little bit about picking. All right, we're going to talk about hand positioning and fingering and all that wonderful stuff, man. So you want to play on your tips, and your fingers are 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Your thumb goes on its pad. So it goes on the back of the neck, probably around the 2nd fret for now. And as you play, you're just going to run your hand down like this. See that? You can put a little sticker back there, just to remind yourself where your thumb goes. All right? So you're going to play on your tips. That's your tip. That goes right behind the fret. These are your frets. Right behind the fret like this. See that? I'm curled a lot, so you have to get right on your tip. You can see a little indentation. And that gives you the best tone. If I play up here, right? You want to create that clamping action between your thumb and your finger. That's why the pad, putting it on your pad and on your tip, you can see how it creates that, well, the C clamp, right? So you want to play on your tips, your fingers place your tip right behind the fret, and you get the best tone. You also have a little bit of play in between here, your fretboard and where your hand, so it comes right around. See that? It's like maybe a pencil's width you should have in there. I'm just putting my fingers down as I play. Okay, a little bit your wrist wants to be kind of straight, right? You don't want to do too much of this. You can feel a tension in your tendons and your forearm. So the straighter your wrist, the better. So you really have to curl your fingers. Electric guitar hand positioning. Well, it's basically I'd use the same thing. You can get away with a little bit more on an electric guitar. The strings are closer to the fretboard, right? So it's a little bit, it is easier to play, and it is easier to start on an electric guitar. I still use my thumb on the pad, on the back. I'm still going to play on my tips. I'm just putting my fingers down as I play. I'm not moving my hand that much. You won't be as fatigued, and it's a lot easier to get faster, right? So basically I'm still playing on my tips and placing my fingers close to the frets as I play.